14 of 25 Wild Christmas Review Days, the cartoon specials. Hey, check it out, everybody. Look where we are. This doesn't seem like a friendly place at all. But this is honestly the best place I can probably think of doing this particular topic because it fits with today's show. Today we're talking about The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack, a show that I equally love just like Chowder. And I have to be honest, I have seen more Chowder than I have with Flapjack, especially when it comes to the end of the show. I never got to see the final episode of Flapjack, but I did get to see the final moments because I looked it up on YouTube. I honestly didn't even know Flapjack had a proper ending, but I guess it did, and I saw that clip and it lives in my brain. I was hinting at it a lot yesterday, but Chowder and Flapjack share a lot of similarities, and I don't know if anybody picks up on it. And I mean, I guess that could be up for debate, but these are just similarities that I've noticed. For one thing, they're both named after foods, but one of them makes sense because it's a show about food. I don't know why Flapjack is called Flapjack. They're also very similar in their storytelling. Their motives are also similar. They're both young boys who dream to be something. Chowder wants to be a chef and Flapjack wants to be an adventurer. Their style of humor is very similar also. They share different styles of animation at times. Like they do 2D animation for their traditional stories, but they'll throw in some stop motion. They'll even throw in some live action stuff. The Christmas episode has the live action segment. I don't remember if they did anything with 3D animation. I think they only stuck with puppetry and stop motion, but there's a lot of similarities between the shows, and I think that's why I like both of them equally. And like I mentioned yesterday also, they were on Cartoon Network both at the exact same time. Flapjack started about a year later, but they aired around the exact same time as each other, and they both ended in 2010. So I guess in a sense, they're lost brothers. Sure, why not? This is the Flapjack Holiday Special. The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack was a cartoon that aired on Cartoon Network from 2008 to 2010. The show focused on a young boy named Flapjack, a talking whale named Bubby, and a pirate named Captain Knuckles getting themselves into situations as they searched for a place called Candied Island, an island made out of candy. In 2009, the holiday special Low Tidings aired, but it's also called A Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack Very Special Low Tidings Day Special, a Knuckles story. In this special, Low Tidings Day has arrived and everyone awaits the gifts Poseidon will gift them all. However, Knuckles fears this day and attempts to find a hiding spot as he's been naughty, and those who are naughty get a special gift from the merman. In response, Flapjack attempts to help Knuckles and become a nice person. Interesting name, Low Tidings Day. Never really thought about it until now. First off, Flapjack, really entertaining show, very cute show as well, very funny also, and imaginative. I don't have super much I have to say about the show because, truthfully, just as I think it shares a lot of similarities with Chowder, a lot of my similar feelings to Flapjack are the same with Chowder. I love the animation style, I love the sense of humor, it is a very enjoyable show, and again, the one difference, in my opinion, from Chowder and Flapjack is that I've seen more Chowder than Flapjack, so I've seen enough, and what I have seen I've very much enjoyed. I love how Bubby is that mother figure to Flapjack. I find the idea that they live in a whale just absolutely crazy. I love the vibes from Captain Knuckles also. I love his personality of just being that guy. Just being that guy, it's like you could be bull crapping all you want. It's like, okay, let's go along with it. Nowhere in the episode do they name drop Christmas. You can clearly tell that they are doing their own version of Christmas, but just not naming it Christmas. You have people putting up Christmas wreaths and Christmas lights, and they're making Christmas cookies, and I mean, Larry literally dresses up as Santa. There is a moment where Flapjack goes to Peppermint Larry, and he's dressed up in a Santa outfit, but it's not called the Santa outfit. He's referred to as the Low Tidings Spirit. It screams Christmas, but it's not Christmas, and it's just so funny to me. Also, a lot of the songs that we hear in this episode, not necessarily sung by the characters, although Flapjack does sing a few numbers here and there. A lot of the songs and music we hear are traditional Christmas songs, like they sing Jingle Bells. Flapjack sings a version of Joy to the World, which is absolutely hysterical. So it's like, on the nose. It's an on the nose kind of thing, but it is very enjoyable. It's entertaining to watch. It's very funny, and it does give a genuine festive feel when you watch it. Their version of Santa for Low Tidings Day isn't even a mythical creature. Like, there's no question whether or not he is real or not. He is just real, and it's Poseidon. He puts gifts in all the little boots that hang over the docks, and if you don't get anything, that means you're naughty, and the mermen come, beat you up, put you in a sack, and throw you off the board. Poseidon was one of the funniest bits of this episode, I think, in my opinion. I mean, you can kind of tell just by his appearance. He does not interact with many people, often just by the conversations he was having. He's just kind of looking like he's put in a bad situation, doesn't want to argue with anybody. I love the rushed ending and the predicament I guess he's put into, if you want to call it that, at the ending. Everybody's fed up with how the mermen beat everybody up who's naughty. They're like, we're sick of it. And he's like, okay, new rules. Let's try this. And it's like, oddly enough, it ends up not making much sense, because it seems like he's starting to form what is traditionally Christmas. I mean, he points to Larry saying, that guy's going to deliver you gifts. But everybody's like, but you deliver gifts, and there's mentioning that the sacks will no longer be for throwing naughty people in. The sacks will be used for delivering toys. And he's like, everybody, their main gifts will be in the sack, but we're still gonna use the boots for presents also. Like, it doesn't leave you with so many questions, because you just have to accept that this is how it's gonna go now. And you know that we're never gonna get another Low Tidings special. Like, yeah, it's very rare a children's show will act like an adult show, where every year they'll get a holiday special, particularly a Christmas special. Chances are, with a show that only has 3 seasons, like both Chowder and Flapjack, whenever you get that one Christmas holiday special, you just have to accept what goes on in that special and just not question it, because you know you're never going to see it again. We will never see what Low Tidings Day is like after these changes. It was probably a mess. Maybe it was not a mess. Maybe it was just absolutely hysterical. Maybe it would have been enjoyable to watch, but I found that to be the funniest bit in the episode, honestly. That and the constant scenes of Knuckles just running up to people, pushing them. He deliberately runs up to Larry on a ladder and just pushes him off. For no reason. It just happened. So that's it. That's what I have to say about Low Tidings Day. It's a very enjoyable special. If you haven't checked it out, I would definitely recommend giving it a watch. I give it 2 thumbs up, and then an extra 2 thumbs up. Look at that. Whoa! And with that weird moment, we're going to move straight onward into Cartoon Network land. We got a few more Cartoon Network shows I want to talk about. I want to make sure we talk about a good number of Cartoon Network shows, specifically ones that I grew up with or were part of the classic original era, but then also some from the Renaissance era when I was particularly in high school, these shows that really made me enjoy watching Cartoon Network. And that particularly is where we're going to hit base next. We're done talking about the classic Cartoon Network shows and we're moving on to the 2010s. And we're starting off with the show that, honestly, never thought I would enjoy. And now it's one of my favorite cartoons of all time. And that will be for tomorrow. Thanks for watching The Wild Review on The Wild Reviewer, and you just saw me review a thing.